everyone. Today, I want to cover a big piece of news sent by the man himself, Donald J. Trump. Okay, now you guys, you're probably not aware, but he did win the election. He is a president. He is a president, and he does have some girl blowing him under the desk in the White House. And you know, a lot of people, you've probably seen videos like those of like liberals crying. Okay, they're pretty funny, have to be fair. However, I don't care about that. What I do care about is his own Twitter account posting a statement from himself saying that he's gonna, like, he's made several of these, saying like how he's gonna nominate a person to be like a new position in the White House, you know, like a new cabinet, you know, like Secretary of Defense, Attorney General, all that stuff. And you know, like, I don't really care about that stuff because most of these people I barely know about. However, there's one that caught the eye of me and several people on Twitter, which seems so moronic that we can't tell if it's a joke or not. I'll just read right now. Trump Vance, statement from President Donald J. Trump. I am pleased to announce that the great Elon Musk, I love that as well, great Elon Musk, working in conjunction with American patriot Vivek Ramaswamy, sorry if I mispronounced that, will lead the Department of Government Efficiency, in brackets, Doge. Okay, like the statement will go on for quite a while, but I'll just give a quick summary. Basically, once you put Elon Musk, the great Elon Musk, as head of like a new department to make the whole government more efficient. And when you think of that, you know, it sounds like the idea, apart from Elon Musk, the idea of making the government more efficient sounds decent, but the more you read into this, the more retarded it sounds, and also consider that Elon Musk is going to be the head of it. Like the worst possible department ever that's going to lead to disaster after disaster. Together, these two wonderful Americans will pave the way for my administration to dismantle government bureaucracy / excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, essential to the Save America movement. This will, and a quote as well, this will send shockwaves through the system and anyone involved in the government waste, which a lot of people stated Mr. Musk. It will become, potentially, the Manhattan Project of our time. Is that an actual quote from him? What an awful comparison. Republican politicians have dreamed about the objectives of Doge for a very long time to drive this kind of drastic change. The Department of Government Efficiency will provide advice and guidance from outside of government, and will partner with the White House and Office of Management and Budget to drive large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. Even that sounds bad, like what the fuck is this? I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the federal bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and at the same time making life better for all Americans. Importantly, we will drive out the massive waste and fraud which exists throughout our annual $6.5 trillion of government spending. They will work together to liberate our economy and make the US government accountable to we the people. Their work will conclude no later than July 4th, 2026. A small government with more... That sounds bad. A small government? You're the biggest country in the world. Why do you need less people in the, government? With more efficiency and less bureaucracy will be the perfect gift to America on the June 50th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. I am confident they will succeed. Dude, one awful statement, one awful idea, and one awful way to put it. There was not a single person in the world that could actually convince me on that. Okay, I probably haven't been keeping up with like the Republican Party in America, but when the fuck was Elon like so, invested into it or like a part of it that heavily, when now he's becoming a head of like a huge department, which, from the way he put it, will probably cut like at least 30% of people working in there to make the whole country, make the economy better and make the whole government more efficient, as he put it. The same guy that bought Twitter clearly proved that he couldn't run it. So why would you put him in a position of power in the government of America? By the way, I want to show this as well. Elon Musk on his own Twitter account retweeted this from a post from America. It's an account, meant to be like, the whole of America. It's more like a fan account. But they put this as like an example of all the money like the government wastes on America that should really be stopped right now. Right, for number one, they spend $33.2 million on National Institutes of Health to house, feed, and look after monkeys in South Carolina who were then sent to labs for medical research. Is that bad? It says right there, medical research. Are you opposed to that? Moving on, $6 million to US Agency of International Development to promote tourism to Egypt. I'm gonna say that as well. $6 million. When you look at how much money they spend on like the military, $6 million is probably worth like 2 bombs that they make that they put on jets. Like, you know, like it's not a big for loss. Then nearly $9,000 on Defense Department on a lobster tank. What even is that? Then $500,000 on National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease to study HIV in transgender monkeys. I mean, there's probably more to this than just that. And then, this part sucks. $200 million on Small Business Administration in COVID relief to major music acts and the tourism company, including Post Malone, Chris Brown, Steve Aoki, and Smashing Pumpkins. Okay, probably some people like that, you know, like big people. I don't think Post Malone needs money from the government, but when it says small business, I feel like, you know, apart from big people, there are, you know, small companies that do need money or needed money back, you know, during COVID that got so severely fucked, they need actual help from the government. Or I should probably make my opinion clear. Even though, like, you know, the president himself announced that this department's gonna be made, I really feel like there might be a chance where it'll just fall through and it never gets made. If you have someone like Elon Musk that, you know, has ever been in politics, then of course, yeah, like he'd probably be like, oh, I have a really cool idea, and then he never does it. So it could, like, you know, like I said, not happen at all. But when you have a statement from the president that, you know, it might happen and could last up to like 2026, you know, there is that risk. Although I want to say now, like, again, I know Elon Musk, you know, I don't trust him. But there was another person that's, you know, it's like a co-founder or like a co-partner in this, and that was the guy I mentioned before, Vivek Ramaswamy. And I don't know anything about him, so I looked him up because I want to see. I mean, Elon Musk, you know, I don't trust him in anything, but surely at least, like, you know, the partner should be like of some competence. I looked him up, didn't find much on him, apart from, like, you know, his Wikipedia, that it said some stuff about him. Let me tell you. Okay, big stuff. He's an American entrepreneur. He founded Roivant Sciences, a pharmaceutical company, back in 2014. And in 2023, he declared his candidacy for the Republican Party nomination. So, you know, like two things, you know, that show, like, you know, he knows his shit. He owned a company, you know, a pretty big one, I imagine, and he ran for like he tried to be a candidate. So, you know, he has some experience. But then, like, you know, the more you go down, third paragraph right here, Ramaswamy sees the United States in the middle of a national identity crisis precipitated by what he calls, as he quotes, new secular religions like COVIDism, climatism, and gender ideology. Like, this part sounds like it was made by like an old man, like that sleeps on his porch, like, goddamn COVIDism, climatism, gender ideology, like all that stuff. And like that already gives me like a pretty good idea of this kind of guy that, you know, he has some pretty crazy ideas. And if he's in the parliament to make the country more efficient, save the economy, he might have some pretty harmful ideas that will only fuck it over much worse. So overall, I have no hope for this Doge idea, Department of Government Efficiency. I mean, it sounds so bad. Like, surely other people, apart from like some moron, Elon Musk, and some other guy that owned a company, surely like there are better people than those two guys. But again, part of me feels reserved that this idea won't go far. I mean, if it got kickstarted as idea as Doge, clearly, you know, meant like a funny joke, or, you know, wasn't taking that seriously for like a name for the parliament in the White House. So as time goes on, they'll realize like, oh, we can't really do this because we have no idea what we're doing, or it's not worth the effort, so fuck it. So until like more stuff comes out, like whether or not this is gonna happen, like I said, like, you know, I'm just gonna believe that there was a very high chance that would just fall through and won't really happen. If there's a second statement, like, you know, like showing like the opening of the office, then yeah, that's gonna be more worrying. But for now, like that famous Wojak, nothing ever happens. Believe in that for now, and for your own comfort. Because if it does happen, I feel so bad for so many American people, because it's gonna fuck them over so bad.